This is my home as of lately. It's been very active. I'm trying to cover all the light sources in here. I can get it really dark for contrast. These spirits are very beautiful, how they move. Some of them are really elegant, others are just like really quick and light up sometimes. Let's see. So I think this is as dark as I can get it in here during the day. I have this really beautiful message that I wrote out to myself earlier, and I was going to read it. Let's see. I am love and light, an infinite incarnation that embodies all of creation. I am movement. I am sound, light, and high intelligences. I don't need to worry about a thing. I am going where I am going. My expanded love light body is more than aware of what to do. In all of my life, force, and courage, I put my ego away, shedding the judgment part of this that I have experienced for so long in my alienation and differences. Darling, you don't have to experience the pain anymore. It is time to give gratitude for all of it and finally let it go so you can go deeper. Good job to me, for me, from me. May love and light be with everybody. May everybody's higher counsel be right by them. May the collective consciousness grid be full of conscious energy with people linking in and deciding to connect the cords from this physical reality to infinite densities, infinite dimensions, infinite experiences. May everybody feel so much love and compassion in their heart for themselves and their own journey. I share this from a place of unconditional love, wanting everybody to embody their highest, most blissful, most loving, conscious state of mind for themselves first, and then in accordance with all of creation as we move together like the waves in an ocean. We are so powerful and more than we know, more than we could ever imagine in this state of mind. But as we're moving up into our expanded awareness, it comes into view. And I think that's a little bit scary for some. It's a connection, a door that wasn't open before is now open. And you're letting these pieces of yourself in that you feel you might unconsciously not know them, but your soul inherently does. So it really rings true, this home feeling, which I've said a lot through my life, my journey, my spiritual path. Being an empath and being in tune with my emotions. I've always talked about how when things got really, really hard, I would always talk about home. And I didn't even know how to explain what home was other than a feeling. And I tried to explain it a few times, but to myself as well. Home is comfort, and it's a sound, it's a light, and it's love. It's something that resonates within your heart space as you make room for it to do so, as you open up your heart chords to feel beyond just physical, even beyond just what we think we're capable of emotionally. We are just kind of like caressing the surface of what our mechanics are spiritually in a more science-bound way, scientific way. Really able to put like states of mind, astral, as you move out of your body. If you explain like the dream state to people, you know, you have your alpha and your delta, and then you move into like your gamma and then your astral state of mind, which is where we experience our dreams. And that's kind of what our bodies are doing when we're taking in this new light that's coming down from the sun, generator of earth, generator of life on earth as well. It's different and it's activating us, and we are just now understanding what exactly that means on an individual basis because of epigenetics and because of timelines, where your soul has been, the incarnations that you have inhabited in past lives, parallel lives. And what that means for you individually when you embody all of that at once. You begin to change. And you can't stop that change once you start the process. You can hold the reins and pull it back a little bit about what you want to experience and how fast you want to experience it. But once you open the door and you know what that feeling is, you're one step closer to your wholeness in your perception. And we are a culture that seeks so outwardly for fulfillment. And especially in, Western cultural norms, we're just like, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. What can make me happy? And those things are all great. But at the end of the day, if you're laying in bed and you're feeling an uneasiness, like you need something that you can't explain, it is that deeper work that leads us into this wholeness. It is like this shadow work and this conscious realization that we are creating everything around us, that there's hints all over the place, that your dreams are significant to you and to your journey, and your self-talk isn't just you being creative. It's your higher dimensional self really trying to chime in and tell you how to steer your ship to the highest wavelength possible. And that's really what I'm trying to do here. I know my purpose very deeply, and I can be a bit of a curious cat, and I can be a bit oblivious and naive about things, but those qualities are actually serving me in my spiritual journey, like deeper into myself and into understandings and knowledges and wisdoms, and into this whole new facet of my personality, being wondery-eyed, open enough and willing to surrender to a process that I know that is bigger than me, because I have so much faith, and I constantly want to give that away to everyone. And that, even that kind of service, as I'm really trying to seek and define how to express myself in these motivations, even getting people together and sharing and teaching, I'm doing that from joy, but also I'm slightly distracting myself from the actual message, which is that each person must do this for themselves individually. And if you're a light worker, you're going to delve into this ocean of mystery, and with faith, just dive in and know that you're going to be caught by a supporting, knowledgeable, comforting creation. In my mind's eye, I see it as this like huge leap of faith, like diving into the ocean. And then also not struggling. And then in my mind's eye right now, I see myself falling deeper and deeper. And then all of a sudden I start breathing underwater. And that seems like a significant enough vision to say that no matter what, like, this is all taken care of. Try not to let your logical, ego-based mindset about how things were before and how things are becoming, like, don't let that battle take place in your mind. just keep giving it love and faith. Like, look into the golden heart of why you want to delay this beautiful process with your ego and your 3D based intellect. It's a complete plunge, and that's kind of what the guides want us to know, that by taking this leap of faith, we are opening ourselves to the mechanics and expanded awareness of the higher densities and dimensions. And that all is well. And literally no one has to fear. Even light messages that say, you're going to miss the wave. You're going to get left behind. You're like not ever going to be left behind. And this is a full immersive process, and it will happen in waves. It's just the frontliners to this process and this evolution are the embodied ascended masters and like hierarchy angels. Like, they hold a lot of representation in their past lives, and they've possibly done this over and over and over, and they're intricately placed all over the world. In essence, I just got this. In essence, they are the collective consciousness grid in their power, their faith, and their knowing. That is the kind of faith that changes the world. And it's so beautiful that it's on this unseen, miraculous level of light spectrums, sound spectrums, and like all the cogs in the machine that make this matrix, this process work, they're all changing together. So collectively, that's why they're here. They're ready to move us. They're ready to make us a little, at least, uncomfortable enough to start asking the right questions. They're wrapping it up. So with light and love from the 11th dimension, light council of Ra, Elohim, solar light orbs, I don't know, just one is kind of what they're going. They want to be known as the one, under the one. Much love and light to